Some more positive news on the African continent was it was announced earlier today that Nigeria is opening up a new oil refinery, one of the largest or the largest on the African continent, that's projected to allow them to now export refined oil versus having to import. And it also is going to assist them with the gas shortages that they've had on the African continent. Now, we focused in the past on the West trying to get African countries to move away from fossil fuels in this whole global warming initiative. And we said that part of the reason for that is that Africa is now, many African countries are developing into countries where they now can take advantage of the resources that foreigners have capitalized off of for years, because now they're starting to build the factories and build the processes that will allow them to refine a lot of their raw minerals and raw resources instead of having to export those resources out at a cheaper price and then have to buy those resources back from Asian countries and European countries. So, this is a positive development in Nigeria, and we'll have to see how this actually boosts their economy going forward.
Well, the one of the main things would be, will the profits be used to uplift the masses of Nigerian people, because Nigeria has historically had a lot of corruption, particularly in their oil industry. And what we've seen is that a lot of millionaires have been made as a result of this, while the conditions of the masses of people are not being improved. One of the things that I would like to see, and this to me is really really critical for the future of the African continent, and that is, money needs to be spent on development in rural areas to keep African people from just overpopulating these cities like, Lagos, for example. I think if you had leadership, and we always turn to Thomas Sankara, who put the interest and the welfare of the masses of people first, then I think one of the things they would look at would be, let's develop these rural areas. Let's put in the infrastructure in the rural areas. The paved roads, electricity, water systems, right? Sanitation systems, uh, educational, facilities, healthcare facilities. Let's build these rural areas, because these cities are the growth in some of these cities is unsustainable. So I hope this is a positive development, in the sense that it leads to something that benefits the masses of African people. That's what I hope.